Hey, how you doing, everybody? Hope everybody is doing great. Hopefully, y'all had a very happy New Year, and of course, in the new year, wish everybody for all their New Year's wishes to come true and to have a healthy, happy New Year this year. So, thank you guys for being here. You're gonna hear this throughout the videos because I don't know if everybody watches every video. So, I know some people may watch other videos and stuff. You can see it in the statistics. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and the subscribers keep going up and up and up. Thank you guys so much. I want to hit that 1,000. I want to hit that milestone and then move up from there. You know, you gotta set one goal, reach it, and then go for the next, of course. But with that, with your guys' help, I can do that. So if you could please so kindly hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe, help me reach that goal. I really do appreciate if you all could do that for me. Thank you so much. Now, I have a knife. I haven't done one of these in a while. I do want to do more knives. I do enjoy collecting and having different knives. So it's one of my little hobbies, if you will. But I do enjoy that, and of course I do EDC. So knife is a very quintessential tool to have with you. It's one of the main EDC tools, not the top EDC tool, but one of the tools. And why do we have all this? Why do we have a ruler? Why do we have a scale? Why do we have paper? Because I want to see if everything they say in their description. Now, this is the Amazon description. I got it off of Amazon. I did open it just to look at it, but I didn't really do a thorough rundown of the knife, if you will. But let me see. I'll just give a little description here first. It's the GANZO Firebird F759M. 440 steel is the blade. The handle is nylon fiberglass anti-slip. So we'll look at that in a second. Now, the box is quite nice, if I do say so myself there. I do like that. I have trouble getting knives in this delivered because of the state I live in. So it's a little bit complicated at times. I did pick something else. It was a GANZO knife as well, but I did pick up another one. And when we went to check out in the good old Amazon box or the Amazon cart, it wouldn't let me get it because of the state. So I did have to pick this one, but my eyes were on this one as well. So I won't say that I wasn't looking at this one. That's why I was able to pick one real quick. And if you know, you know, it is kind of an homage. I wouldn't say a copy, but an homage to another knife. If you know, you know, you'll figure it out. Now, the packaging. You have your little silicone. Don't eat this. Does it say that? Do not eat. Don't eat this. It's not a snack. You get the nice little GANZO Firebird little sleeve, little plastic right here. Get that. And this is the first knife I ever had that had this. Is the little what do you call it? Little fiber microfiber, not fiber, microfiber cloth that ever came with the knife. So kind of cool that this had it, and it does say the GANZO Firebird on it. Well, it has, yeah, it does say, and it has the symbol on there. So that is a little bit exciting for me because I've never had a knife that actually had that. So it's cool. I like the color. It's kind of a nice little gun, like, well, a dark gray, a charcoal gray, I guess you would say. But right there, it has the symbol right there, the GANZO little symbol with the Firebird symbol and the word Firebird, of course, and the word GANZO. And you have a little breakdown of your knife. It is a China knife, so that is that. If you want to look at it, it does have a warranty that I need to send in. I didn't send in the warranty card. You should really send in the warranty cards. You never know. You might need it. So, my first impressions, it does look like that other one, if you know, you know, except for the clip. Now, I don't have, well, I have a knife that has a similar clip to that one, but it's kind of a cheapo, so I wouldn't compare it, but I like the knives that have the little dip here. It helps to go over, say, your jean pocket, or if you put it on your waistband. then all the top sewing will hang up here. That's what I like. It is ambidextrous, so you can put it on the other side. You can put it point down, point up, right hand, left hand. You can do all that. So that part is cool. Let me just. I'm not gonna flick it out. I can flick it. I did flick it when I got it, so I can flick it. So it does definitely look like that other one. And what does it say over here? Firebird made by GANZO for I'm sorry, F79M 440C is the blade steel. It has this little well, well, hey, we got a fiber microfiber little cloth to clean you up there, so I might as well use it, right? Uh, this thing is odd. This little line. Other than that, I like the first look at it now. It does have the scales right there. It does have a top lock right here. So as you can hear it, well, I don't know. Can you hear it? I'll put it by the microphone so you can hear it does lock in place. It does have a nice lockup. It does drop. I do think I want to loosen that a little bit because flicking it out is a little bit of a pain. I can do it, but it's a little bit of a pain, especially from around the camera. But as you can see right there, it's got a nice thickness to it. There's a little mark there. It just looks like the molding for the scales. It does not. It does have very, very thin. I don't know if you can catch that there, but it does have very thin, metal inside. But that does connect the handle or the scales. I would personally, I'm gonna take a piece of sandpaper and kind of even that out. That just annoys me. It's just me. It may not annoy you. It's just me. But the handle is pretty decent. Now let's see. Like I said, I took it out, flipped it, and checked it out. Is it sharp out of the box? Ooh, that is nice. Very sharp. I'm impressed already. I'm impressed with that. That was very impressive. So, how do I feel? I really like the clip. We're going to get to the measurements and everything. I like the fact that the Firebird is on the blade on both, well, the one side, but on the handle, it's on both sides. So if you do decide to move your clip to the other side, you're always going to see that nice, cool Firebird symbol. So that is really nice. It's so hard to do this from behind the camera thing or behind the phone, if you will. So now, as far as weight, they are claiming a whopping 64 grams. Oh, 67 grams. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. As I bump the camera, I'm trying to stand up a little bit and put this down a little bit so you guys can take a look-see at it. Let me move this to a better spot right there and zero it out. It's going to be hard to see in the camera, but I'll be honest with you. Whoa. It says 67 and it's 68. Now, that could be the scale, the difference. Well, 69. It's wobbling between 68 and 69. It could be the scale. So, I will give them a really good accuracy. I mean, you're not going to be pinpoint accurate on the weight of a knife, of course. So, I can't say that. I can't, I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker. Now, they gave it in millimeters. I don't have a millimeter here. I'm not too familiar with the conversion. But we are saying, so it's a backlock, I'm sorry. They're saying the full knife, 75, no, I'm sorry. The blade itself is 75 millimeters. I'll give my measurements. You can do the conversion. As far as inches go, we're talking about a little over 2.5 from the actual part right there. If you want to measure technically the blade, the handle, you're looking at, Actually, I shouldn't say that. I measured it to the end there, but it's a little bit over. It's almost 3 inches from right here from the base. The handle itself, I forgot to include the little markings there. The handle is about 4 inches. They're saying the handle is the. I don't have the measurements. I didn't write down the. 100 meters is the handle. So the blade's a little bit shorter, which understandable. The full length is 175 millimeters of the fully opened knife itself. As I come over here to the inches, and we have just knocking on 7. Now, if it's off by a quarter of an inch or a quarter of a millimeter, whatever you want to say, I wish I had something that measured millimeters, but I don't. But I will give them a definite pass on this. Now, the overall look, yes, it looks very similar to that one. If you know, you know. I like it. It is extremely light compared to the other knives I have, especially the Kershaw one that I have, the Cairo, because that is all steel. It's a nice knife. Now, in the cold weather, it's a little bit nicer to have scales like this because you don't have the cold of the Cairo. I had to take out the Cairo the other day to cut something, and I was out in the cold, and it was really cold, and it was a little bit cold to the touch. Nothing you can't handle, but it's nice to be able to just take it out and not have that feeling, of course. Now, some adjustment. It's going to need a little bit of adjustment on the blade. No adjustment on the clip. No adjustment on the actual thing. Now, let's see the blade play. Extremely solid. Very solid. Very little play. And not even enough to mention, to be honest. So my overall impression from a 1 to 10, I would definitely give this an 8. I like it's compact. It's a little bit wide this way. Other than that, it's very compact. It's very nice. Very light in the hands. You're able to move around with it. I really have a good impression of this. Now, like I showed you the bag for the EDC last week, the work bag. I'm going to do a follow-up and tell you what my thoughts of after I actually use these things. The clippers I did use, so I don't have to give you a follow-up to that. But, of course, something happened, I will. But overall, I give it an 8. Teetering on the 9. But I really like this. I'm really impressed with it. Yes, I chose something else, but I'm happy I got this instead because I'm really impressed with it. I really like it. This is my first GANZO too. So definitely GANZO. I will be getting more GANZO knives. I like the packaging. I like the presentation and everything. It's really nice. Very well done. Thank you guys at GANZO there. Very well done. I'm impressed. If you want to get that off of, they do have other colors. They had a blue, I think it was a purple and an orange. I like all blacked out stuff, but guess what? That was to say Hong Kong here though on there. But Fire International Trade, China, made in China. Okay. Well, there's a little model number. It's F759M-BK. If you're in the market for a GANZO. So I am impressed. I do want to get another GANZO just to see if it's the overall brand, but this is very impressive. I'm very happy with it. For the money, I think it was like $20 if I remember correctly. So for the money, you got a damn good knife. Very sharp out of the box. That was super impressive right there. So it checks all the boxes. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate everybody. And like always,